Yo, it's your boy Primetime Leroy Robinson, and you're drinking with Moose.
All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started. I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin Mo's be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got beanies, they got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're finishing filling out your order, use the code Drinking at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. Welcome, Drinking at Moe's. Big Mo here. YouTube, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good shit, because it helps with that pain in the ass algorithm. It is a pain in the ass. But, we're most places you can find audio podcasts too. Today, I'm excited to have with me, straight from Matt Tremont's promotion, H2O, Leroy Robinson. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you, man? It's an honor to be on your podcast, man.
Oh, hey, it's an honor having you on. I'm doing pretty good. Hyping me up here before we get to hyping you up. Tonight, footage from my recording with the promoter of Warrior Wrestling is getting used in the pre-show for their show in South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah.
And that's going to be on Fight TV. So, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to watch that.
Okay. That seems fun.
Oh, yeah. No,
that seems lit.
Oh, God. Hell, they got Mike Santana versus the bounty hunter Brian Keith.
Oh, that's going to be a good match.
Oh, it was supposed to be Eddie Kingston versus him versus Brian Keith. But then, Eddie Kingston's, I guess, concentrating on just Ring of Honor and New Japan.
True.
While he's nursing a bit of a back injury. So I'm okay, but I'm like, they have the habit at Warrior Wrestling of finding some pretty damn good replacements when they need to. And I think in that case, they sure as hell did.
Hell yeah.
And this Monday, my wife surprised me with tickets to Monday Night Raw, so I'm going to get to go there.
That's dope.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I'm pretty excited. I wasn't expecting to go, and then all of a sudden, I get this Ticketmaster link from her through a text, and I'm like, before I even answer, she's like, here's tickets to Monday Night Raw. And I'm like, wait, what? So, I'm excited.
Hell yeah, dude.
But back to you. First thing I like to start off with each guest with is what got you started as a fan? And then what got you started, like, when you finally started making the leap into the business?
Well, as a kid, I was always doing sports because about 5 years old, I was doing like amateur wrestling, collegiate wrestling. So I was always a, athlete, and I would say when I was like 11 years old, my first match I saw was against Shelton Benjamin and Shawn Michaels.
Ooh. Oh, that one where
he did it, like,
Shelton does the leap into the ring and he
super
kicks.
Yes.
Oh, I was watching that as it happened. That was epic.
Yeah, that was an awesome match. Yeah, once I seen that, I was like, yeah, I want to be like that guy, Shelton Benjamin. Yeah.
Nope. Go ahead.
But back in 2019, I was at ShotRite and I met Alex Stretch, aka Nothing Face. Yeah, he was like, "Hey man, Matt Tremont have a school in Williamstown. You should come in and try out." And at the time, like I wasn't like a big fan, like in the indies. I didn't know, like, all right, I didn't know nobody. And he was like, yeah, come to Matt Tremont. I was like, who's Matt Tremont? He was like, he's a top guy. So I did my research. I'm like, yeah, I did my research. He's like, oh shit, he's a legend. So I went there, did some tryouts, and everything's history. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's awesome. And I've actually met Shelton Benjamin one time. It was in
Really?
between. Oh, he had been released the first time, and he was doing some indie shows, and actually came up here to Omaha for
Mm-hmm.
one. And I met him there. I want to say it's a WrestleMania DVD cover that he was on that WrestleMania signed by him. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
I
sweet.
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm forgetting if it was like one of the first Money in the Bank matches or something,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But going into H2O, they're hell, they've been up to some big things lately. Just passing their 200th live event,
Hell yeah.
and they're gearing up for a pretty damn big October.
Mm-hmm. We're packed. Fucking this month. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think it was the Bound for Blood show coming up at the end of the month,
Yes, sir.
where it's you and you might have to remind. I didn't get his
I
name
got
written down in the
Adonis.
notes. Yeah, and it's a battle of Hustle Cup winners.
Yes, sir.
Now, for people that might be getting introduced to you and H2O,
Mm-hmm.
describe to them the Hustle Cup.
Well, Hustle Cup is like a tournament. So basically, first round is like a elimination, second round elimination, and like the last round is like one on one. So this year we had like a 4-on-4 elimination, second round 2-on-2, then the last round 1-on-1. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, yeah.
pretty unique tournament because I there's tournaments all over wrestling. I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily always see them with that sort of a format, so it's pretty unique. I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of I've said before that uniqueness in pro wrestling these days is kind of few and far between.
Right.
So when you come up with something unique like that, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
It was awesome.
And
It was lit.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, and now going into that show and you know Battle of Hustle Cup winners, that's pretty big.
it's gonna be a good match. Me and Donis, there's definitely some story in that, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that Hustle Cup, he did took me out, so I'm kind of on my payback. You know what I mean? You know.
Oh, get that, deliver that receipt he has coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be cool. And hell, just before we started recording, H2O actually follows me on Instagram and Twitter. I
Okay.
guess through the process of actually interviewing a few talent that has gone through there. It's been a handful now.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up following me, and they actually just tagged me in a post about Bound for Blood. I think it's just Moss's match
Mm-hmm.
for the hybrid championship that
Yes,
she
sir.
just won.
I know. Congrats to her. I know.
Oh, most definitely. That was a fun interview with her.
Yeah, I
And
saw it too. That was good.
that's awesome. That's awesome. I love hearing the feedback on that because I can be a little bit of my own worst critic in a
Uh-huh.
lot of ways. So I've yet to actually, other than the editing process, actually watch back anything
Really?
because I'm like in my head, I'm like in the moment I'm having fun with it,
Yeah.
but when I go to watch back, I'm like, oh god, did I sound like that?
Yeah, I'm like the same way when like freaking after a match, I'll go on video and watch some film. I'm like, I look like dog shit. You know what I mean? I could have done better. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, no,
It's
I
always that
totally.
one thing. Like I could have done better. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. You're always thinking, oh, I could have done that better. Like,
Yes, exactly.
oh, dude, like, oh, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. But yeah, that was a fun one, and like I've been attempting to get more female talent on because like I feel like there's so much great talent out there that it's like I
Absolutely.
would love to highlight that more, but I seem to be hitting a little bit of a roadblock there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I've had uh brain fart here. John Wayne Murdoch on. I had him on not long ago, and it took me damn near a year.
Really?
Woo. And no fault of his. I mean, the guy's a damn machine with the schedule that he keeps. Got nothing but respect for him. And I had also gone through a bit of a tough spot, to say the least. I'll go into that when we're done recording. But he was more than respectful of that. So we got back into talking about it. Boom, got it done. Just so happened that it was damn near a year after I first started talking to him about it.
Wow, dude.
So it's like, I am persistent. So I'll make it happen.
Yeah. But it's funny though, freaking while I was starting wrestling, I didn't know that H2O was a hardcore company, you know? I was seeing death matches, stuff like that. I was like, this is crazy, you know? Freaking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I believe it was back in February, I did the death match with the Honey Badger, Neil Cutter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually Neil Cutter. I'm supposed to be talking with him here shortly, the next week or so. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. You know, I've been lucky enough to knock off a few names off of my bucket list. I've had Alex Colon on. That was one of my first really big ones. I've had the SATs on. I've had, well, this one, hell, I love the reaction I got last night when I recorded with somebody when I told them about this one, because he was talking about Ring of Honor. I said, you know what? You bring up Ring of Honor. I've actually had Kerry Silkin on.
Oh, shit.
It was a little bit shorter of an episode, but hey, I got to talk to the man.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what matters.
Oh, yeah. So so I've been able to knock off a few off of my bucket list. I know I still got a few left. Some might be a little harder from what I've been told. And hell, I was just talking with somebody before we get to the next topic I had planned here. The next, well, the thing that I was telling somebody just earlier today was, with the amount of people that I've had that have gone through H2O on, it's got me thinking, man, maybe here sooner or later I'll actually get Matt Tremont himself on.
Oh, that'd be a special one. That'd be special.
Oh, like I'm inching close to like my 200th interview episode. So like, I'm praying to nail down something big for that one. I can't think of a bigger one right now than the Bulldozer himself.
Oh yeah, man, Matt, man, he's a busy dude, man. He always traveling, wrestling.
Oh yeah, no, I talked to him one time and he said, yeah, but with as busy as he is, I think I kind of fell through the cracks. No fault of his own. I don't take it personal. So, you know, like I said, with John Wayne Murdoch, I'm persistent. It took me a while to get that one done. So,
but yeah, you got it done. That's
I got it done. So, nothing saying I can't get this one done. Now, the other thing with H2O that's coming up that I thought was pretty cool is the day after Bound for Blood, they got Matt Tremont's deathmatch tournament. Are you going to be there helping out with that?
Yeah, I'll be there for that, helping out with ring crew, stuff like that. Yes.
That is going to be intense. I've seen some of the names that they got going to be in there. I've interviewed one or two of them. But, you know, that got me thinking, you know, there's a couple tournaments. Well, there's a whole bunch of tournaments with deathmatch wrestling. But when you think of like the premier ones, I mean, you've got, you know, the Nick Gage Invitational, the Tournament of Death for CZW, and you know, you can fit, you know, Matt Tremont's one right up there with it.
Oh hell yeah, man! Matt Tremont, he's different, man. Freaking, I got Matt on my bucket list for a 1-on-1 match.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Definitely a death match, 100%.
Well, hey, I haven't seen as many death matches in person. I've been to a no ring death match show once, and you know, I was entered into a raffle for like an event used item.
Yeah.
It ended up being like half of a door that got broken. Signed by everybody. There's a blood splatter on there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time my wife saw it, she's like, "Is that blood on there?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. That's blood.
Oh God! And like I remember that show, I got a, a metal connector of a light tube flew off and hit me in the foot. I got that laying around here somewhere.
Oh, really?
I got to keep an eye on that because I don't want to step on it.
Yeah, man. Light tubes, barbed wire, Tendo sticks. Yeah,
So,
they
gusset
hurt.
plates.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of those. I got one of those from that same event laying around here somewhere.
What, Gustin plate?
A gusset
Yeah.
plate, yeah.
Yeah.
And another item that I got sent to me from talked about Alex Sloan. He was investing in some new kick pads, so he was selling off his old ones.
Okay.
Bam! I have them signed.
Ooh, those are fresh. Signed by him too? Mm.
Oh yeah. And you know what? I actually found a picture of him in those doing a double knee through a pane of glass. So like that picture is getting blown up, put right in there with them. I got this whole display plan.
That is awesome, dude.
Oh yeah. Now, one topic kind of outside H2O that I found interesting because we are, as of recording, coming off like the last week or so. I forget when exactly it was, but WWE just did a bunch of mass layoffs. So there's a bunch of people are wondering what's their next step. Are they going to go AEW, Impact, New Japan, do an indie run?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure you've heard of a bunch of the names.
Yeah.
Who is one or two off of that list that you would like to see come through H2O and, take on you?
That's a tough one.
Because there's some pretty good names on there.
I just say Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Yeah, Dolph. And
I'm gonna wait till you say the next one because I'm waiting to hear if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but CM Punk.
Okay, that would be interesting.
Uh-huh.
But that, speaking of one of the people that we talked about earlier, I was kind of surprised that you didn't say him because he was one of those names. Shelton Benjamin.
Oh yeah. You see, I forgot he got released too. I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
If I wrestle Shelton Benjamin, I'll probably will lose my shit. Probably.
No, that would be something. I have one. I don't get starstruck too easily, but I definitely have one person that if I ever got to meet them, I would probably lose my shit. I don't know if I'd be able to get a word out. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
I would be up there. Like I got some figures over here. I'd like to get at least one of them signed, and I just be like, "Hi, sign please." Like I don't even know if I'd be able to get that out. I'd be speechless.
Yeah, man, I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's the man.
Oh, he's been an absolute favorite of mine forever. I remember, I'm thinking I was in middle school at the time, and I got to see him at a Raw taping here in Omaha at an arena that doesn't exist anymore. But he was, and still is, one of the few people that has ever had me from the moment their music hit to the moment they went back through the curtain. I was on my feet like, oh my God. Yeah. Not even kidding. I could not sit down until he went to the back.
Yeah, man, he's electrified. Like The Rock, John Cena and them.
Oh yeah. No, most definitely. Most definitely. Now, I have two categories I kind of like to round stuff
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
One's a bit of a name game where I try to, as much as possible, theme it towards the guest.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've talked a lot about H2O today. So
Yeah.
each of these people has gone through H2O. A
Yeah.
couple of these have also been former guests of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I give the name, you give me some quick thoughts on the person.
Okay.
All right. First one, a guy that I was definitely pleased to have on because, he's a Hall of Famer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Low Life Louie.
He's one of the OGs, to be honest. I love Louis. Freaking, to be honest, after that match against me and Neil, he reached out to me. He was like, dude, for your first death match, that was awesome. Like, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, your future is fucking, it's doing good. Like, hearing that for him, it's a big thing because he's a Hall of Famer. You know, he's
Oh, yeah.
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I was excited to have him on because I'm like, holy crap, a Deathmatch Hall of Famer going to be on my show? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Hell yeah, man. I love Louis, man.
Oh, yeah. Nothing but great things to say about him. And like I tell pretty much everybody, he's always welcome back. And, I would love to have him back on again. Next one. Excuse me. Wow. I like my beers, but some of them give me the burps like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But this next one just got confirmed, even though it's been highly known that she got signed by AEW. Billy Starks.
Oh yeah. You see, Billy Starks, she's cool. Like I met her a few times, but she's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely.
I gotta have her on the podcast. It was, I think, the summer before her senior year.
Really?
I had contacted her, and she had said that finishing up that year of school, so to get back in touch with her that summer. Boom, we got it done, and then I actually got to meet her in person at Sami Callihan's promotion, Wrestling Revolver. And the nicest person, and good Lord, the success that she's having now, the sky is not even the limit.
Mm-hmm. Like she's been to Japan, AEW. Like she's a stud.
Oh, totally. Next one, a guy. I got a funny story involving this guy.
Right.
I haven't had him on the show, but I would obviously love to. One part of the second gear crew, Manders.
Manders. Yeah, he's built different. Yeah. Freaking yeah, everyone at H2O loves him, man. He's fucking yeah. There's a reason why he's a champ. Well, former heavyweight champ at H2O. Freaking I told Matt I want to wrestle him 1-on-1, but hopefully that does happen in the near future. But yeah, I love Manders, man.
Oh yeah, no, I got loads of great things to say about him. I met him a couple of times at Sami Callihan's promotion, Wrestling Revolver. They do shows periodically in Des Moines, so I try to go to those. And one time, somebody next to him in the meet and greet line was complimenting my beard, and then asking like how long I've been growing it out. And I told him it's been a while. I haven't been clean shaven in a while because, me with my bald head, if I were clean shaven, my head would look like a penis.
No.
Oh, man. Manders was rolling. Loved it.
Really?
I was like, yes.
Yeah, man. He's a character. I love Manders. He's a character.
Oh, yeah. I actually got to see him and Manser and Matthew Justice in a match at one of those times I met him there. And I've joked often on Twitter and stuff about second gear crew matches might as well be sponsored by Home Depot with all the shit they get thrown around. And I actually got to tell both Manser and Manders that when I got a picture with them, they loved it. They loved it. They're like, you know what? Yeah. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that
love
was a
man.
good one.
That was good.
Oh, yeah. Next one. Last but not least, I figured we're talking about H2O. It would feel weird not having the man behind it all on here, Matt Tremont.
Oh man. I mean, we're from Matt Tremont is, like I said, he's a GOAT. I mean, freaking, he taught me everything I know, really.
Yeah.
Freaking, like I said, freaking, I got him on my bucket list like, as a one-on-one match. Yeah.
That would be one to have, that's for sure.
Hell yeah. Just to see how he like worked the crowd and just wrestled his fucking everything about him is fucking amazing, you know?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
the way I've just it's been talked about on my podcast before with a bunch of people that have gone through death matches is when it's done right, it's just like any other form of wrestling, just surrounded by the death match elements. And people like, we talked about Alex Colon, John Wayne Murdoch, and Matt Tremont himself. They've proven that they can go in more than just death matches. Matt Tremont definitely has proven that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
I believe. Yeah, I believe. I forgot who he is. He wrestled a one-on-one match against who was it against? Crane or I think it was Crane, guy with the mask.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think they got a buried alive match coming up.
Yes, coming up.
That's gonna be insane.
That's going. That's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah, like good lord, I can't remember the last time we've even seen a buried alive match in wrestling.
Yeah, it's been a while, really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. All right, now I have some kind of random questions. Some might be wrestling related, some might not be. I give you the question, you give me the first answer that pops in your head.
Okay.
First one of them that I like to keep in here as much as possible because I love hearing the stories behind it. Craziest in-match moment for you?
Okay. Freaking before me and Neil wrestled, he told me in the back, hey, during a match, I have a surprise for you. I'm like, so what's the surprise? I'm not going to tell you in a match. So,
God.
Yeah. So I'm doing a whole match. Me and her are bloody, or just cut up. And out of nowhere, he tongue kissed me in a match. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. He told me, well, in Japan, that's a sign of respect. I didn't know that. So I'm like, he called me off guard. He called me off guard, but that was probably one to have a moment because I wasn't used to that, you know?
Yeah, no, that would be hard to top that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, but
that's
apparently in Japan, it's a sign of respect. So, I respect it, you know?
Okay.
That's probably my big moments in wrestling, you know?
Yeah, I'll take his word for that one. I've heard of a lot of different traditions or whatever you might want to call it in wrestling. That is one that I definitely not heard about.
Yeah, I didn't know too. It's what happened to me.
Yeah, I've been able to witness some crazy moments. Nothing like that, but
it was
my first legit death match. I love talking about this one because I've never seen a moment like this in a match before. And it was Jake Chris versus Joel Bateman in a death match. The one at Revolver. That you might know the moment I'm going to be talking about then. Where towards the end of the match, they took 4 folding chairs, bridged the 2 panes of glass on there, and then Bobby rolls in and pulls out the lighter fluid and lights the glass on fire.
Yeah,
I was sitting 3rd row for that one.
Oh, so you saw the whole? Oh, yeah, you saw the whole thing then? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was sitting 3rd row. It happened directly across the ring from where I was sitting. I was like on my feet, jaw on the floor. Yeah, it was nuts. Now, this one I haven't asked too many people, but you know, there's people in wrestling that are known for, the strong style where, hard hitting. Who would you say is
Mm-hmm.
the hardest hitter out of people that you've faced?
Just in journal or at H2O
It,
or
in general. Got to think about that one.
What else? Who else?
Oh, you kind of
Man,
cut
it's a
out
whole
there,
bunch.
I think. I don't think we heard the first one.
The first one is Austin Luke.
Okay.
Yeah, Austin Luke, and I have to say Brandon Kirk.
Okay. I've
Yeah,
heard
definitely Brandon Kirk. Yeah,
Brandon Kirk. I've definitely heard he can be a hard hitter,
yeah.
that's for sure. All
Brandon Kirk and who else? It's definitely one more, and Chuck Payne.
right. Okay. Okay. All right. Now,
Yeah, Chuck Payne.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's like the three. Uh huh.
All right. All right. Cool. I love, like I said, a lot of these, I love having them on here because I love hearing, the stories of, people and, like the craziest moment or, hard hitters because I get drawn in by like the intense style, those people that just ooze that intensity.
Yeah, to me, my style, I'm more like a brawler. You know what I mean?
I,
More a
I I
little.
can dig that. I can dig the brawler style for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm not really like a high flyer. Like I can do high flying stuff, but I'm more like a brawler, a little bit more technical. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I dig that. I
yeah. I'm
dig
like,
that.
oh yeah, I'm like a Shelton Benjamin mixed with a little bit. I would say, I don't know, maybe our truth in a way. You know?
Okay. Okay. I can dig that. Two
Mm-hmm.
two pretty
Mm-hmm.
contrasting but still pretty awesome styles there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody has a favorite food. Me, I'm not a picky eater at all. But I figure this one, everybody also has a food that they just hate. What is your least favorite food?
Pickles.
Okay. Like I people
Pickles. And I got one pickles, and everyone's probably hate me. I hate mac and cheese.
okay. That the second one's
Yeah,
more interesting. I haven't heard too many people say that. I have heard with pickles, it's like you either love them or you hate them. There's no real in between.
yeah. It just I don't know. It just tastes weird to me. And
Yeah.
mac and cheese is just I'm not a big cheese person because I'm lactose. So you know. uh
Yeah. No, that makmakes sense then.
huh.
Definitely. Now, I know for me, my family has loved to give me shit about this ever since I like. Oh, well, my wife actually told them I hate peas.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a texture thing, but like
Uh
the
huh.
mushiness of it, and like I'm trying to like I don't know.
It just
And
tastes
then
bad to you.
oh yeah, and then this other one has surprised some people, but deviled eggs.
Really, I love double eggs. Wow.
I don't know why. One time when my parents tried to have, they're like, "Come on, try it," because I'm not a picky eater. They're like, "You don't know if you don't try it." I
That's
tried it
true.
and I about like gagged. And then ever
Yeah.
since they've given me shit. Like every time there's deviled eggs, they're like, "Hey, you want to try it?" I'm like, "Get that away from me." Yeah, those are. But like I said, I'm not a picky eater,
Mhm.
but I definitely also have my favorites like lasagna. Like I love lasagna. I it just
Mm.
every time we
Same
go
here.
to a restaurant with Italian food, my
Yeah.
wife gives me crap because she's like, you already know what you're gonna have. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to find it on the damn menu.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm the same way too.
Definitely. Now, I would feel weird if I didn't have this question on here with the name of the show like I have with Drinking at Moe's. Favorite drink, whether it be alcoholic, non, or one of each, because I've had plenty of people on that for one reason or another don't drink. So I try to be respectful of that.
Yeah, yeah. Mine will be a screwdriver and I would say a Long Island iced tea.
Okay, though those can be kind of tasty, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
also say you can't go wrong with a good margarita for me.
Oh no, oh no. And I would say the rock drink, the Teremana tequila, the rock.
Mm. Oh,
That's pretty good.
I got a couple bottles of that upstairs.
Oh,
That
you do?
stuff is so that stuff is so damn smooth. Like
I
you
know,
put that
right?
in a margarita, you put that stuff in a margarita, you're not going to be able to tell there's any damn alcohol in it.
No. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of my top two tequilas that I currently have actually had. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Now, last but not least for this one, best advice for anybody wanting to get into wrestling.
Well, I would say find a good school. 'Cause that's a big thing, 'cause nowadays schools are like very expensive. And
Yeah.
lucky for me at the time, H2O was paying $100 a month to go to school. Nowadays it's like 500, maybe to 1,000. It's like
Yeah.
very expensive. But
Yeah.
I would say once you're in the business, I would say just like you gotta want it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can't bullshit it. You freaking train hard, freaking keep your mouth shut. Cause I learned people in wrestling like to gossip. You know what I mean? It's a lot
Yeah.
of yeah. People talking in business. I learned just keep your mouth shut and just work hard, and you will get opportunities. That's how I learned.
Oh yeah. Most
Mm-hmm.
definitely. You definitely people like to say, "Oh, that fake stuff," but it's like
Yeah.
literally you go through and you actually take bumps in that ring, which I've been lucky enough in an instance or two to be able to do that. And good lord, even a simple fall in that ring can jar you a little bit. And
Yes.
I like to tell people whenever they bring that up,
Uh
there's
huh.
like, yeah, I like the term predetermined more than anything because, yeah, a lot of the outcomes predetermined, but, like I just said, even a simple fall in that ring hurts. And, a lot of that damage that you guys take, all the respect in the world for you guys because, good lord, you can't fake that damage.
No. That's why I hate when people say wrestling is fake. I'm like, well, take a bump in the ring and see it's fake.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah.
most definitely. Because hell, after the time that I actually got to, I was walking funny for about a week, like walking
Really?
like almost hunched over, like oh fuck.
Yeah. It definitely it takes a toll on your body, 100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like I
You
said,
definitely
all
have
the
to be in
respect
good
in.
shape.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've definitely heard. At least right at the beginning, cardio is definitely more important than like the weight training because if you're especially with those first day drills are infamous.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So yeah,
Because
you definitely
freaking
want to be prepared on the cardio.
yes, because I learned well, Matt told me like ring cardio and outside cardio are two different things. Yeah,
Yeah.
because freaking mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they
Because I see
definitely
Matt
say in shape and then in ring shape are two totally different things.
exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I be seeing Matt. Matt's a big dude. He freak his cardio is freaking fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's why when people talk about the stereotypical wrestlers being these big muscle bound dudes, you can have people that you wouldn't think would have the cardio that they do, but then
Mm-hmm.
you get them in the ring, during like a longer match, and you'll
Yeah,
find out that even guys the size of Matt Tremont, or I'm trying to think of some other big guys out there, but they have that cardio that you're like, holy crap, these guys can really freaking do it.
exactly. They could go. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we go, where can people find you social media wise? So if they don't already have their eyes on you, they can go ahead and get them there.
Well, I'm on Instagram at Leroy underscore Robinson 97. Same for Twitter, Leroy underscore Robinson 97. And same for Facebook. Follow me at Leroy Burrell.
All right. We will get all that
Yeah.
in the description. And like
Done.
I'm trying to tell everybody, I will also put the show's social medias in the description so you can always keep up to date on the show because we got plenty of good stuff coming up. I mentioned one name that I got coming up that I'm pretty excited about. So
Yeah, that's
as
gonna be
well,
awesome.
oh yeah. So I can hear my dogs upstairs rumbling around. So I better get to go and checking on them. But before that, thank you for taking the time to talk to me tonight. And best of luck out there with this big October we got coming up.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. And definitely I do probably in the future want to do a next, podcast with you. This was
Oh,
awesome.
oh yeah, no, most
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
You're
I'm
welcome
gonna say,
back
man, I watch
anytime.
your podcast all the time.
That means a lot to me. I can I've said it before, I can be my own worst critic. So
Yeah.
when I hear the good feedback like that, it's like, okay, I'm doing something right here. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will get going. Thank you again. And
Uh-huh.
I look forward to getting this episode out. I am believing it should be actually right before that big 2 show weekend H2O's got coming up with Bound for Blood and the tournament. I should be
Yes,
able to
sir.
get it out right before that.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it, man.
All righty. Have a good one.